Yo, when you've been collecting watches for a little while, you're gonna find yourself getting tired of just an old 3-hand watch, and you may find yourself looking for a watch with 4 hands. That's right, I'm talking about a GMT. Now there's 2 types of GMT out there on the market. There's what is called an office GMT, and they're really easy to come by. Seiko makes a movement that they put in a lot of watches, and you can find them for as little as $100. Now, if you're looking for a true GMT, that's when the prices start going up. But I believe what I've got here is arguably the cheapest true GMT you can find on the market. Now, when I say a true GMT, I'm talking about a traveler's GMT. So we're gonna go ahead and open this thing up and do a review on this Henry Archer Verden. Y'all, the first thing you're gonna notice when you get a Henry Archer watch is they don't spend a whole lot of money on packaging. This is just a cardboard box with their logo embossed into it, and I'm fine with that. I got plenty of watch cases from other watches. When you open it up, you're gonna have an authenticity card, and you're gonna have a warranty pamphlet, and then just sitting there nice and neat is gonna be the watch itself. Let's get this box out of the way. All right, we're looking at the white dialed Henry Archer GMT Verden. Now let's go ahead and get the specs of this thing out of the way. This thing's got a Miyota 9075 movement. With the Miyota, it is a true GMT movement. It's also got a sapphire crystal. It's got a diameter of 39 millimeters with a lug of 46 millimeters. Now it's 200 meters of water resistance, and it's got Swiss Superluminova on it. So this thing is really a spec monster. It's got everything you can want. It's coming in at $599. Now most of your true GMTs are really hard to find for under $1,000. But let's go ahead and put this thing down on the table, flip the camera over, and take a really good look at this watch. All right, now we got this thing down on the table. First thing you'll notice, man, is this textured dial looks really good on this thing. The orange GMT hand really pops with the blue applied indices and the blue hands. You'll also see that blue Henry Archer applied logo there under the 12 o'clock. You'll see Verden very nicely printed in there. And the orange on this thing, it looks really good with that blue. The orange tipped second hand spin in there looks really good. Now this watch is probably one of the best finished watches I have. This thing feels like total quality. You'll see the exhibition case back. You can see that Miyota in there spinning away. You can see the signed crown on the side, but you'll see that nice polished chamfer on the top there, and the brushing all the way around. Now the bracelet on this watch is probably one of the best that I have in my collection. It is really nice. You can see there on the edges, it's got a nice polished chamfer to it. It's really curved, no sharp edges on this thing whatsoever. And the clasp is just as good as the bracelet. Now you can see I've been wearing mine. It's got a little scratched up on my desk, but it's got the dual push buttons. It's got the milled clasp, and of course it's got the no tool micro adjust on it, which is fantastic. You can see it'll take up that half length right there and micro adjust with no tools. And man, once you start wearing a watch with that, you really don't want to wear one without it. But the quality of this watch is really great, man. And the specs on it, I mean, that Miyota, with that GMT movement on that Miyota, they're really usually expensive. They're really hard to find for under $1,000. But this one here is coming in at $599. Now, if we look on the website, we can see the white one, the Advertine, the Sienna, and we'll see the Silt. Now, the Silt is in stock right now and ready to ship. There are 16 left available, but it's a really nice looking watch. Now, the white one, the Advertine, they are available for pre-order and they will be shipping in April. Let me get you guys a good loom shot of this watch because it's really good on here. There we go. That loom was looking really good on here. Really nice. Something I noticed as I started wearing this watch that I think is really cool, and I don't think I've seen it on any other watch that I own. The Rehalt polishing on this watch is just perfect. I mean, it's mirror-like. And when you're looking down on this thing, it almost gives the impression of an infinity pool, the way that dial just looks like it falls off. And I don't know, I noticed it. I thought it was something really cool looking, and I thought it was something worth pointing out that Rehalt is really, really mirror polished on this thing. But yeah, man, this is a great looking watch. Like I say, I've got more expensive watches than this one, and this thing is just really hard to beat. So we're gonna go ahead and put it on my wrist. Now what I've got is a 7 1/4 inch wrist. Now what I'm wearing today is another GMT, and it's made by Watch Dives. And I think we all know what it's supposed to look like, but this is the Office GMT. Now if anybody would like to know the difference or would like me to do a video on the difference between the two, leave it in the comments and I'll be glad to tell you. But here it is. Let me tighten it up a little bit. Oh, I love this adjustable clasp, so easy to use. But here it is on my 7 1/4 inch wrist. At 39 millimeters is just right for a watch like this. It does not look small on my arm at all. Looks really nice, really nice. So if we unscrew this crown and click it all the way out, you'll see it is hacking. And that will set the time, and it will also move the GMT at the same time. And if we go one click in, we can see we can move the hour hand alone. And that is really what makes it a traveler's GMT. When you cross a time zone, you can easily change that hour hand and don't have to reset your whole watch. As you can see, I am really fond of this Verden. I think it's a fantastic looking watch. And I think for the price, a true GMT, I don't think you'll find another one in its price range, truly. I really couldn't find one, and I'm really happy with this one. But I do have a link down below to the Henry Archer website. Now, they did not sponsor me, they didn't buy this watch. This is truly my opinion. I love it, and I think you'll love it too. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up, consider subscribing to the channel, and until next time, I'll see y'all on Everyday Man.